Morning everybody, how are we all? Welcome back to the vlog. I hope you've all had a wonderful week and yeah, I hope you've all been keeping well. I'm just getting myself ready because today we're going into London together. I have not been into London for what feels like the longest time ever. We're gonna go to Harrods. Honestly, I don't think I've been there since Christmas. That's probably a lie, but when was the last time we went to Harrods together? And we used to go there basically every single week. I'm just gonna have a mooch about, we're gonna go like do a little bit of shopping, we're gonna get some lunch, and do you know what? I'm really looking forward to it. The weather today is so humid. It's cloudy, but really hot. I kind of hate that weather, but at the same time, at least it's not raining. That is one positive. I don't really know what I've got to update you all on since we last spoke. I feel like something I didn't say in my last vlog, which I meant to say and I feel really bad for it, was thank you for all of the lovely messages congratulating Reese and I on our engagement. That video, like, and all the comments on it were just so blooming lovely, and I appreciate you all very much. I also had my ring resized, so it is fitting much better, but do you know what? It's kind of irritating me a little bit because I got it resized down 3 sizes, and when I first put it on in the shop, it felt perfect, but I was quite hot. Obviously the weather has been warm. I'd also walked a lot to get there, and it fit perfectly, and for the next few days it fit perfectly. Then when the weather got a bit cooler, and on a day where I'm not doing anything, it feels a bit loose again. And I know our fingers swell up and then go down again, but like, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not gonna fall off at any point, but it's just kind of really irritating me. But at least I don't have to have the tissue behind it like I had to have in Marbella. But yeah, just once again, thank you so much for all of your lovely messages. I love you guys. I'm just doing a really quick and easy makeup look today because honestly, I can't be bothered to do anything more. I love this lip liner. It's from Rode. I've actually had it months and there's so much of it left, and I feel like unlike lots of beauty brands nowadays, this actually lasts a long time. I feel like lots of beauty products, it's just loads of packaging and actually nothing inside, but this is really good. I can't say I love the Rode lip glosses that much, like the lip balms. I think the Summer Friday ones and like the Dior ones are much better in my opinion, but this lip liner, I really love it. I got it in the shade Lean, and yeah, fully recommend. It's like really creamy, really blendable, and it goes really nicely under like a balm or a gloss. I really love this Dior lip gloss as well. This is in the shade 038. It's one of their lip maximizers, and it's just really pigmented, and it's the gloss that stays on your lips for a while. My top lip is sweating, let me tell you. I have no real intentions of buying anything today, but I feel like that's sometimes when I buy the most. Although I shouldn't really be buying anything that's not house related, because honestly, the budget is not stretching to anything else. And you know what? It's been a long time since I've wanted anything designer, like in terms of designer handbags. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd always love a new Mini Kelly or a Birkin, but like they're very few and far between when you get offered those. But there's not really any other bags that I've got my eye on, except actually there is a bag. I take that all back because there is a bag. It's been playing on my mind for kind of a while. And it is the new Chanel 25. And do you know what? It's the first Chanel bag, other than the vanity. I really like the little vanity bags, but it's the first Chanel bag I have liked in such a long time. It's just really beautiful. I love the way it sits over your shoulder. I love like the logos on it. I just think it's a little bit different, a little bit casual, and something like different to what I already have in my wardrobe, if you know what I mean. But I just feel like at the moment it's not sensible me buying a handbag, but don't get me wrong, I have been really tempted. But let me know what you think to the Chanel 25. Do you think it's just going to turn into what all the other Chanel bags do, like the Chanel 19, the Chanel 22? They just become a bit meh after a while. Don't get me wrong, I still love all of those bags, but a classic flap just stays classic forever, where these other ones kind of go out of fashion a little bit. And when you're spending that kind of money on a bag, like, you don't want to buy something that by next year everyone is over. But yeah, I feel like it's a bag I really like. I am gonna go and blow dry my hair back forward, like my fringe. I'm also gonna pick out an outfit. By the way, how cute are my earrings? I have been wearing these so much just recently. They are so comfortable to sleep in, to shower in, everything. I haven't taken them out, and they're really pretty as well. I also love my necklace, if you spotted that as well. They're both from Mejuri. I love Mejuri jewellery. I've loved them for years. I've worn their pieces for longer than I can even remember. This little small diamond stud in the top of my ear, I don't think I've actually taken it out for like 6 years, honestly. Anyway, I'm gonna go and get out my pajamas because I wish it was acceptable to go out publicly in PJs, but unfortunately it is not, so I best go get changed. I've ended up putting on the most boring outfit of all time, a grey t-shirt and a pair of jeans, but it's nice and comfy, and that's all I want to be today. I've also switched up my earring stack just slightly because I decided the hoops would look better with some simple earrings next to them. So I've done 2 of the diamond studs, the small diamond studs from Mejuri. I say small diamonds because they also do like a medium-sized diamond stud as well, which I also have, but these are the smaller ones. And then I've just added, I love this stud, a little heart, which has got pave diamonds in it as well, and it's solid gold. And I feel like that looks so much better with these hoops. The hoops, like I've already said, are so comfy, and they've got lab-grown sapphires in them. They are part of Mejuri's new lab-grown sapphire range, and this necklace is part of the same range as well. It's such like high impact jewelry. It's so sparkly, catches your eye, and it's so beautiful, but the price point is so much more accessible than the likes of mined diamonds, yet it gives such a similar look. So I'm very happy with that. I also have a necklace from them too, which I wasn't going to wear today because I thought it was a bit fussy, but because my outfit is really quite basic and boring, I might actually add this as well. This is so up my street because it's different shaped sapphires. So you've got the pear-shaped ones, you've got the emerald ones, and you've also just got the solitaire. And the great thing about these necklaces is they come on 3 different sort of settings. Settings, is that what you would say? Probably not. What I mean is you can make the necklace 3 different lengths. So this one is on the 2nd setting, or length should I say. And I'm going to put this one on the 1st, so it acts more of like a choker, and then I can wear them layered. See how well I can do this. I might need my mum to give me a hand. But what I love about Mejuri jewellery is the fact that the quality is always 10 out of 10. I've been wearing their pieces for, I think it must be pushing 6 years. Like one of these studs, I have had that long, and it still sparkles like the day I first got it. I'm actually so impressed with myself that I just managed to get that necklace done up without any help. And how cute do they both look layered together like that, especially with a really simple t-shirt. I feel like it elevates the whole outfit. Mejuri also do gold vermeil, and if you're not a gold girly like me, they also do sterling silver pieces too. That's something I love about them, the fact that they kind of cater for everyone, and also so many different price points as well. The last bits I'm adding today is this ring with the lab-grown sapphires, and they're actually set in a pear shape, which really complements the necklace because there's a couple of pear-shaped sapphires on here as well. There's also some other rings from this collection which worn together and stacked look so good. On my other finger just here, I have on this ring that I have had. I honestly think it must have been one of the first things I ever got from Mejuri. This is their eternity band, and I never don't wear this ring. It's always on my index finger just here. It's so sparkly, it's so simple, but I honestly love it so much and wear it basically every single day. So this is my little outfit of the day today. I will show you in full as I go downstairs, and I'll also link all of these pieces that I've shown you from Mejuri down below so you can shop anything from there. I don't think ever in the history of my entire existence have I been able to leave the house and not forget something, especially when I'm in a rush. I have to go back in and out 4 times and I drive myself insane because I've also got OCD. I don't know if I've ever spoken to you about that before. I feel like it's a bit of a deep one. I've had it for as long as I can remember, since I was a really small child, and I have these daily rituals that I have to do, and when I go back in and out the house I have to keep doing these rituals, and so it makes everything 10 times longer and it stresses me out beyond belief. Only people who have OCD will be able to relate to this, but like, it's just a lot. Anyway, I've just arrived at a petrol station because I need to fill up, and I also want to get myself a little snack because I'm starving. Okay, I got some nice snacks. I only got 2 things because hopefully Reese and I will get some lunch / early dinner by the time I actually get to his house. It's going to be that kind of time. But just for now, I got one of these bars. I actually really love these, the apricot and almond ones. Unsure how healthy they really are, but they're tasty and they kind of feel half healthy. They're probably absolutely full of sugar, but we won't dwell on that. I also got this one just to keep in my car for when I am hungry, possibly tomorrow. This is my favourite one of these nut bars. This is the dark chocolate and sea salt. It's so tasty. Let's get on the road, and do you know what? I will see you guys when we get there because I don't want to waste my camera battery because I want to go shopping with you and have all the battery left for that. Update, have now met Reese and he is taking over the driving and we're driving into London. have just parked up and we are now walking to Harrods. Do you know what? It's turned into such a lovely day. It was really kind of cloudy this morning, but it's so beautiful now. And also everywhere is so busy. I kind of forget how busy London gets in the summertime. We haven't even made it into the shop yet. Well, we technically have because we're in Harvey Nicks, but we decided to get food first and then burger and pasta. We haven't been here in ages. We used to come here all of the time. I'm excited to eat this. It looks so good. Well, haven't been in here in a while. We have come up to the top floor, which is technology, to look at the TVs and get an idea of what size we need in the snug room. Look at this, look how good the quality of the picture is on this TV. I don't know how well it's shown on camera, but honestly they're insane. So what size is this one? 77? Do you reckon that kind of size? It looks really small on camera, but it looks really big in real life. What was that one over there then? Okay, do you think that's too big? Reese just said, let's get one of these things here. Absolutely not. Or he was like, why not this? I mean, honestly, why do guys want stuff like this? Look at this football table. It says a foosball.
It's called foosball, it's not called football.
Oh. Oh yeah. Oh, it's only 25 grand. We should get one. So why is that 25k? It says admire with your eyes. Stunning. We're now in Samsung. A minute ago we was in LG. I didn't realise that when we was looking at TVs. I thought it was all different brands. Look at the picture quality on this. I don't think it's showing right on camera. It's insane. It's so clear. Wow. We're now in the homeware section picking out some crockery for the table. I think we're gonna go for this. I mean, this is unreal, but imagine. This is so over the top. Look at it. Look at all of this here. Insane. Imagine going to your friend's house and they bring out afternoon tea on this. Or this, they wheel out this bar cart. How gorgeous. This kind of reminds me of like Beauty and the Beast. It's like a Disney princess tea set. And look at this peacock sculpture. Look at it, it's all sparkly. Wow. Where's the price? Doesn't this bed look like you just want to jump into it? I dare you, Reese, jump. This table setup is a little bit more understated, but still very bougie. And this setup could quite possibly be my favourite. Look how incredible these flowers are. And look at the plates. Oh, so pretty. This is actually future me right now, and I'm kind of half editing this vlog as I go along, and it's made me realise how rubbish the footage was that I got when we went to Harrods. Usually I would do a lot of shopping and I would show you all around, but you know what, it was so busy. And I don't know what's wrong with me at the moment, but like I'm not really that bothered about shopping or looking at anything, and I just honestly wanted to get home after we ate. So I apologise that that whole shopping section was pretty much crap. I also apologise about the way that I look. However, I do look progressively worse as this vlog goes on. So I probably shouldn't apologise too much about this right now. This next part of the vlog, however, is a really, really long and big home renovation update. So hopefully you've enjoyed that. Hi MTV, welcome to my crib. Well, unlike last time, I remembered my tripod this time, so I have something to rest you on, but I forgot my microphone. So when I move further back, I'm probably gonna have to shout a little bit to show you around, or maybe I could move the tripod with me. So this is the kitchen dining area, and not a lot has happened in here since we were last here together. The walls have been painted, I think the doors have gone on, the architrave has gone on. Other than that, pretty much the same because of the cement situation still being wet, and until the floor gets laid on top of it, skirting boards can't go on and the kitchen cannot be fitted. We were hoping the kitchen to be fitted this week. No, sorry, the floor to go down this week, kitchen to be fitted next week. That is not happening now. Floor is probably going to be fitted next week, and then the kitchen fitted the week after next. Everything is just always delayed, and I'm just trying to take a deep breath with that one. But yeah, this area here is the dining room. I've got a big dining table to go here. Haven't yet bought any chairs, so I need to get chairs for here. And then obviously this is the kitchen area. The island starts around here, and then obviously goes back, I think it's almost 3 meters, the island. I've got the range cooker going across the back here. A fridge freezer here as well. Do you know what? I'm actually going to move you guys because I don't even know if you can see me, let alone hear me. So let's move over here. That's a little bit better. So sink underneath this window, and then here is just countertop, range cooking here, fridge freezer here. I'm trying to think what else is going on in the kitchen. I'm not having any overhead cupboards because we have the pantry. So this door here is the utility. This is the pantry. The utility has a sliding door on it. The reason we did that is so it didn't encroach on the fridge area here. I will show you inside here. It is quite boring. We're going to have a stacked washer dryer at the back, and you'll see at the moment there's a lot going on with the boiler, the water cylinder and everything else. Don't know how we're going to make that look cute, honestly, because it doesn't look too cute right now. Then inside here I decided to do a split door on the pantry, and as you'll see when you open them up the lights come on, so it's sensored lighting, so you don't have to like switch a light on anywhere. In here, I'm actually really excited about this room. We've got a wine cooler going in there, like a wine fridge, and we've also got a combi microwave, lots of storage, and I feel like it's actually going to be a really, really great room. That doorway, so the pantry doorway, used to be the access to the old garage. Obviously, we got rid of the garage, we've turned it into a sitting room, and we used a little bit of the garage to create that pantry and also to create that utility. I do think it's been a really good use of space. However, I do think we're going to need to get a big shed to be able to house all of the shit you'd usually keep in a garage. Obviously not your car, so that's not going to fit in a shed. But in the UK, we don't often put our cars in garages. I know a lot of my viewers and stuff from the US think that's crazy. But yeah, we don't use a garage very often here. Well, I don't, my family don't, and most of my friends don't. So yeah, we just thought the garage was better used as like another sitting area and part of the house. You'll also notice up here, the cornice isn't quite done. The reason for that is because I am waiting until the kitchen is fitted, because the cornice needs to go around the extractor fan. So until the kitchen is fitted, that is staying like that. I am so happy with the cornice though, and couldn't recommend the company more that we used to do it. They've been so lovely. It's a family run business. They're super talented, lovely guys, and I just think they've done an amazing job. This isn't really doing it justice. If I show you the kitchen from here, you can kind of sort of see it a little bit more, and the detail in the cornice is fab. I'm really happy with the downlighters I picked out. I ended up getting all of the electrical stuff from a company called TLC. Never heard of them before, honestly, but they're basically just an electrical retailer. I nearly bought all of the plug sockets, light switches and everything from a very popular online store, but honestly I saved over £1,000 buying them from an electrical retailer. They don't have the gorgeous packaging. They might not be quite as good quality, but honestly they look practically the same, and they were a fraction of the price. So there is a top tip: if you are doing a house reno, go to an electrical wholesaler. That's what I mean, like not just a retailer, wholesaler. Cut out the kind of like fancy brand name, and the product's still great, and you don't have to pay the extortionate prices. As for the doors, when we were last here, I think these doors were still in their packaging, but they're all been hung now. I got all of the doors from a company called Todd Doors. Do you know what? I felt the quality is really good. Price wasn't too bad. I got all the hardware from them as well, so the hinges are from them. Obviously the knobs aren't on yet because they haven't actually been painted. But yeah, really happy with them, to be honest. The architrave is all from Skirting World. I also got my skirting board from them, and we also got the paneling from them, which isn't yet up, but it is hopefully going up in the next few days because the whole house is being panelled. Obviously as well, this hasn't been painted yet properly, it's just been filled. So yeah, that all needs sorting out, so please don't judge. Okay, now we are in what used to be the garage. I put some lights on in here because in the afternoon this room does get quite dark, because the sun in this house rises in the front, sets in the back, and it's at that kind of time of day we lose any light. And to be honest, it's grey and it's raining and there's no sun anyway today. And I actually do have some lights in the house, so that's a vast improvement from last time. This room has been completely painted, still in the same situation in here where we're waiting on the floor. But once the floor is done in here, well, I say that's what I'll build the TV unit. I was about to say once the floor is done in here, we're pretty much done. We're actually not when you look at the wall that you guys are on, basically. Anyway, I have bought the sofa for in here. Reese and I picked out a sofa. We went to the Loaf showroom in Battersea, and we ended up with the Wodge sofa. It's just really big, comfy. It's got a big chaise along one end, and it was just incredible, and I can't wait to spend my life on that sofa, because I am a girl that loves being at home, and I feel like this room is going to be a room that we spend so much time in. One of my favourite things is just to sit on the sofa and watch TV, or even just scroll on my phone, and I know that sounds really sad, but that's what I love to do in life. Judge me all you like. There's not a lot else to tell you about this room, to be honest, other than the fact that I'm just really happy that we utilised the space that was the garage and turned it into a room I think we're going to end up using a lot more than the garage. I want to show you though, I don't know if you can see here, I don't think you can. I want to show you the cornice in here because I feel like this is one of the rooms where the cornice looks great. So as you can see, this room is very beamy, if that's like even a word, I've made that up there. This was a supporting beam, so we couldn't take it out. So the cornice has kind of been done around it, but it actually looks really, really effective, and I'm so happy with how it's turned out in here. Like, everyone that comes in here says how good it looks, and I think here especially, like this corner really shows off how great it just looks. I mean, this is just so unnecessary. Sorry, the light is beaming in there. Yeah, it's so unnecessary, but it just looks fabulous in my opinion. The cornice isn't quite finished in here because this wall here isn't finished, because this is the wall that the TV unit is being built on at some point. When I was editing back the last Reno update, which was 2 months ago, can you see how hot it is in here, guys? Like, my top lip is actually sweating. But when I was editing that, I was saying things like, the TV unit is being built in a couple of days. Guys, we're 2 months on and the TV unit has still not been built. You'll notice there's a bit of a theme with that as we go through the house. Yeah, things have been, you know, slightly delayed, but that is life. Rome wasn't built in a day, as they say. There are some rooms, like the downstairs toilet, also the office, that I'm not going to show you. And the reason for that is just because they're work in progress. There's nothing going on in there. And to be quite honest with you, they're an absolute mess. Next time, hopefully in the coming weeks, we can have a look in there properly together. But until then, just going to shut the doors on those things. I'm going to quickly show you the main bathroom because the guy working on the bathroom has gone for his lunch break, and it means I can just quickly show you what's going on without disturbing him. But as you can see, slight mess, but we're getting there. I went for like the checkerboard marble floor in here, which I actually really love. I think it's going to look fantastic. We took what was a bath, this only had a bath in, sorry, took that out, and we've now turned it into a shower. This is basically the bathroom our guests are going to use, and I just figure guests are way more likely to have a shower than they are a bath. So I think a shower is just more suited to the space. If you feel it's not looking too great, do not judge. Because one thing I've learned with a house renovation is everything starts off looking crap, and then you start really, really doubting your decisions. But then it all just starts to come together and your vision comes to light. You just have to trust the process. So trust the process, I promise you, it will hopefully, fingers crossed, start to look better. Also, the light in here is horrific. In here is another guest room, which we're not gonna look at because, like the office and the downstairs loo, it's a mess. Now we are in a very exciting room because, guys, this is my dressing room and it's starting to take shape a little bit. Still work in progress like everything else in the house, but it is actually starting to look like a dressing room now and not just an empty room or an old bedroom, which is what it has looked like for a really long time. So yeah, I mean, this is where we are going to spend so much time together, and I say we, and that is because you know how much time I spend with you doing my makeup, picking my outfits and stuff like that, and this is where all of those things are going to go on. I'm so happy with it. As I say, it's definitely not finished, but I can see the vision and I think it's going to look fantastic. So ignore the light fitting because not cute. That is obviously being changed. So over here, hanging space, more hanging space on the bottom, hanging space up here, hanging. And then here we have a big set of drawers. I went for really big drawers because I wanted them to be able to fit things like jeans in, knitwear, and I feel like shallow drawers can really do your head in. The drawers are all being panelled and then they're having brass knobs put on them. And basically, as you can see, the inside of the wardrobe is the colour it's going to be, but anything on the front, so like these drawers and these strips up the side, all being painted white, or like an off-white, the same colour as the rest of the room. I will pop some sort of inspiration pictures on the screen so you can kind of get the vision, because I know when it looks like this, it's quite hard to envision. Everything is also going to be lit as well. So you're gonna have lighting put throughout the wardrobes too. Over here is long hanging. You'll see that at the top, obviously there's all shelves. Then through here is obviously shelves for things like jumpers, handbags, ornaments and things like that. These shelves here actually pull out. I'll show you, I'll demonstrate. And these are going to be for shoes. Fun, I know. So I can do like maybe 3 rows of shoes on there because they're quite big. And yeah, more shelves over here. And I'm just so happy with it. There is also an island, and this is the island here. It's actually off center right now because it's got wheels on it and it means I can move it around. So if I don't want it in the center of the room because I'm using the room for something else, I can push the island to one side out of the way into the corner. You'll see that it's also got a little hole in it, so this is where I'm gonna sit and do my makeup. So you have drawers this side and also drawers the other side of the island as well. But yeah, I'm really happy with how this room has turned out. I feel like I didn't really have much help with it at all. With a lot of my ideas for this house, I have gone to my home Instagram account, which if you don't follow me on there, you should, because I basically post stories every single day and it's all a bit of a mess and it's actually kind of fun over there. But I've asked like so many, like all of my followers on there constantly, like, do you think this or do you think that? And like doing loads of polls and asking people's opinions and also reviews on certain things. Where this room, I had a vision. I wanted a walk-in wardrobe since I was born, basically. I just knew what I wanted. I knew what I wanted it to look like. So I gave my drawings to a carpenter and they brought it to life. And I'm hoping when it's all done, it's just gonna be fantastic. I think it is. There is like other parts of the room, like over here where there is a mirror. This mirror has been here since I bought the house. It somehow managed to survive the renovation, but it is obviously being taken down and I'm making, well not actually making, I'm using the mirror from my old apartment. Some of you might remember it. It was like an arch mirror. I had it in my living room. That actually fits perfectly in this space. And I'm popping that here so I can kind of take outfit selfies and I can also just see how I look myself for like my outfits of the day and stuff like that. So yeah, this area is being kept quite clear and also it means the island can be pushed into here. And then if we pan to the side, you will see that the wall is not looking too cute because this actually needs changing because we're doing different switches here. But this is the underfloor heating for, dun, 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 the bathroom. Guys, I'm so happy with this bathroom. I could honestly scream. You're currently in the bath. I don't know where else to put you, but hopefully it gives you a little bit of a good vision of the bathroom. So this is my dressing room bathroom. This is the bathroom I think I'm gonna spend most of my time in because it is like where I'm gonna be getting ready every single day pretty much. I'm really happy with how this turned out. The tiles on the wall are all from a company called Starrow Stone. Hopefully I'm saying that right. It's all real marble, so I'm a little bit nervous about that because we all know that real marble can be a bit of a nightmare. You need to get it all sealed. I basically just took inspiration from a Pinterest photo and I'm really happy with how it turned out. I think it looks really good. It's obviously not finished, but we're getting there. All of the hardware, the brass work, so the shower head, this thing here, what's this called? The thing that turns the water on, tap. It's all from a company called Roper Rhodes. So all of the bathroom furniture is including the unit, the toilet, the bath, everything you can see basically is from Roper Rhodes except for the tiles. I obviously need to get a mirror for here, wall lights, still work in progress, but honestly I'm just so happy with it. I think it looks really gorgeous. I also took inspiration actually from, you know that hotel that I've stayed in many times called the Kimpton Fitzroy in London. I love that bathroom so much. Of course this is a tiny version of that, but I really wanted to kind of replicate that at home and I think I've done quite a good job, to be honest. Obviously as well, a shower screen needs to go in. Actually that's being delivered today. I need to keep an ear out for that because I actually got an email not so long ago to say that the pallet delivery is out. Yeah, a shower screen is going in here to kind of section this off and so I don't soak the bathroom and turn it into a swimming pool when I'm having a shower. Okay, now we're in one of the guest bedrooms, which is like impossible for me to show you, so I'm having to like walk in the most awkward part of the room as well. Does any of you remember this olive tree? This olive tree was in the old apartment. It was in many rooms in this house. I've used it so many times in so many different videos. And it's another thing that has made it through the renovation. And I'm gonna find a gorgeous pot for it and it's gonna go in prime position in a room. It's extremely dusty, so I need to do something about that. But yeah, anyway, this is the new guest bedroom. This room was one of the rooms that was extended. like this is a whole new window. It is almost done in here as well. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of shit on the floor, which not so much done, but like the only thing that really needs to happen now is the skirting boards need to be painted, the doors need to be painted, and the carpet needs to go down. But yeah, this is pretty much done here. I should show you it. This is another thing that I said in the last vlog, which was months ago, was going to happen in the next few days, and they're still not up. And that is the ceiling roses. Here they all still are on the floor, but like a broken record, they should actually be going up before the end of this week. So the hallway, the master bedroom, the main living room, the landing, are all gonna have these beautiful ceiling roses put up, which I'm really excited about because I just feel like they make such a big difference. And I love the detail on them. The dust on my shoulder sums up how dusty this entire house is. Anyway, we are now in the new master bedroom. So this used to be one of the guest bedrooms. I'm sorry if you've been watching this house renovation for a long time, because I feel like every time I show you around, I tell you the same stuff, which is explain what the rooms used to be before. And I'm sure a lot of you have heard this 100 times, but I also feel like without me explaining, sometimes it's just hard to get the vision, you know? So this used to be one of the old guest rooms. It was actually the room where what I was using as my dressing room before the house got renovated. So some of you might remember that. It had very slanted ceilings like the other guest bedroom. It still does, because the difference is with that, we just put a box dormer on that's got a slanted roof, where here we put a box dormer on that's square. Clearly not a builder, not got a clue what I'm talking about, but it basically made the room much bigger and squarer. Is squarer a word? But yeah, really happy with this room as well. It is so much bigger, so airy in here. I actually bought, this was actually something a lot of you remember if you watched the last video, I bought a bed for in here, and it was a king size bed. And you know, I did my measurements, which isn't really boding well for the rest of the house. Hopefully all of that is more correct than this was. I felt like I did my measurements. The bed turned up and we realised it was like tiny in comparison to the space we had. So luckily the company I bought it from agreed that I could send it back, and they would send the same bed in a Super King. I never even unpackaged it or anything like that. So it's all still brand spanking new. And that actually gets delivered the end of this week. Still not ready to stay here, but we will have a bed, which is great. So yeah, I'm gonna have a Super King bed in here. Also got the side tables for this room as well. I'll insert photos of those. They were a bit of a splurge, but I've had my eye on them for so long. They're Soho Home. They're kind of a bit of a Marmite thing. They're very kind of French looking, but I just loved them, and I think they'll complement the room really nicely. Yeah, not a lot else to show you. I had a pelmet built out of the cornice, so the curtains will sit nicely behind there. The curtains in here are also going to be electric, really unnecessary, but how nice is that? There's going to be a little switch on the side of the wall. When you wake up in the morning, you switch the switch and the curtains open. How lazy. Fantastic. Well, here's actually a really good look at the switches that are throughout the house, but a lot of them are taped up. This is, wow, that's a very squeaky, loose floorboard there. This is one of the toggle switches, as you see, for the bathroom. And then this is the underfloor heating. It's got a little film on it, hence the bubble. But yeah, really happy with these switches, honestly. 10 out of 10 TLC. This is the master ensuite, should we say. I don't know how to show you it in here as well. It's like really difficult. This is a lot bigger than it used to be. We extended this bathroom into the bedroom because obviously we gained so much space in that bedroom. We were able to use a bit more of the space for the bathroom area too. I took a real gamble with the tiles in here. It gave me a few sleepless nights, I'm going to be honest, because the tiles were a little bit wild, and it was a trust the process situation. Like a lot of the house, like I already told you guys, in the process I thought, oh my god, it looks so bad. I was this close to telling the guy doing the bathrooms to rip the tiles off of the wall, but I thought let's just go with it and just pray it looks good. And the finished result, I'm actually really happy with it. I think it looks lovely. Okay. Now we are going to go out to the garden, but it is raining a little bit, and there's just a lot of mud out here currently. Okay, this is the current situation out here. It's just like a big mud bath, basically. This is all going to be green tomorrow. At the moment, as I say, there's just a hell of a lot of mud. We've had a new fence put in here. A lot of the bushes have all been cut back. And you know what? It actually feels so much bigger out here since we've done that. Here we go. Here is the garden from upstairs, just to show you a little bit better. So, flower bed over there, grass in the middle, tiles, and then over here, another flower bed. In that corner down there, it's going to be a barbecue area. But honestly, probably not going to happen until next summer because budgets are running slightly low. This is what I was going to talk to you about, the patio. Guys, it looks better in real life than it ever does on camera or picture, but I think this is one of the only decisions I made with the house which currently I regret. I just don't love it. It's a lot more yellow than I expected, and I don't know, I'll show you it again downstairs. Yeah, like here it is downstairs. It just kind of looks patchy. The thing is up close, look, it's so beautiful. It's a natural stone, it's limestone. So you can kind of see all like the shells and things in it. But it's also wet right now, so it's showing darker. But some tiles are quite light, like the ones at the steps. Some of them are quite yellow. But overall, can you see it just looks on camera worse than it does in real life? It's just really patchy. Another update outside actually, which I forgot to show you. Outside lights are up. Reese has just come back from the kebab shop. Imagine getting a kebab in the middle of the day. It's actually quite healthy, to be honest. Not the chips though, not so healthy. Smells and looks delicious. We're actually gonna sit here and eat a kebab. I think I've only got 2 more rooms to show you that are in like a fit state to show you. So I'm going to show you the front living room, not a lot to see in there truthfully, and the hallway. Everything else just looks a mess, so we're just going to leave those until next time. Okay, I'm fed, I'm watered, and now we're in the main living room. This is one of the rooms that honestly nothing has been done in here like the whole time, like no building work has been done. I mean, cosmetically things have changed, don't get me wrong, but yeah, it's pretty much stayed the same as it was before. It's just started to be painted. Obviously the cornice has gone in, there's a new door, new plug switches, there's a beautiful new fireplace which you can't currently see. I'll insert a photo here so you can see it. Yeah, other than that, it's pretty much the same. I'm really looking forward to the furniture in here though. This is actually one of the only rooms that is pretty much fully furnished. Here we are in the hallway. Can't really show you this that well because I'm just using a tripod, as you know. But we made the hallway bigger by pushing the front door back. So this used to be, where I'm stood right now, used to be the porch, but now it is part of the house. And I think that's been it was a really great thing to do because it's made the entrance much more grand. We also put in a bigger staircase, which I think's worked really well as well. We've kept the layout. At one point we were going to change the layout of the staircase. We ended up keeping it pretty much the same. But yeah, this is little entrance hall, and yeah, really happy with it. I think it looks rather good. And I know I have shown you the front door before, but it's still one of my favourite things about the entire house. It's so beautiful, like look at it. This is from a company called Stronghold. They make the most beautiful front doors that are also high security and super, super safe. And just to show you that the front door from inside is white and looks like this. It's stunning, honestly. Couldn't fault it at all. And it's also massive as well, like it's such a wide, bulky, heavy door. Another day, another dollar, another house reno update. We're back at the house. It's been about 5 days since we were last here together. I thought I'd just show you the little updates that have happened. I'm currently in the living area. What's happening here is, sorry I can't speak, the walls have been painted, which has made a real difference. They haven't had their final coat and there's a bit of sanding down that needs to be done, but it actually does look really nice. I'm so happy with the paint colour that I picked throughout the whole house. And I mean, thank God I'm happy with it because we've done exactly the same colour in every single room. Even the woodwork, everything has been Farrow & Ball Wimborne white, but it looks really nice. It's kind of like a warm white. In some rooms it does look a little bit yellow in certain lights. But yeah, it's like kind of like a warm, creamy white, and I'm really happy with it. You will also see in here that the ceiling roses went up, and honestly, guys, I think they are stunning. I love a ceiling rose personally. I know they're kind of like a Marmite thing. Some people love them, some people hate them. I just love them. I think they're so beautiful. This one isn't kind of like showing true size on camera. It looks small, but it's really big. This is the biggest one in the house. This is in the main living space. And look at all of the detail on it. It's so pretty. I can't wait to get the chandelier up in here. I think it's gonna look so effective. Also a few other ceiling roses to show you. Did one in the hallway out here, which I think is really nice as well. A matching one has been done up on the landing, and then from here, having a big chandelier come down as well, ignore all the holes. They all need to go that are there. And also you can see that the cornice has been done upstairs as well. The cornice has also been done in the bathroom, it's not yet been painted. I just think it adds the nicest finishing touch. I don't know what's going on there. Actually, it must be the extractor fan going in, I'm guessing. But yeah, I love it. I think it looks gorgeous. And of course, the same in the master. The cornice has gone in here as well. This light needs to be moved because it's going to affect the shower screen. It needs to be moved to here. I fear I drive the electrician mad because every single time he comes, I'm asking him to move stuff. Update in the master, ceiling rose, which I'll show you properly in a moment. Also, the new bed has arrived. Do you remember I said to you, actually, did I tell you? I think I did. I ordered a king size bed for this room. It arrived and it looked so tiny in the room that I spoke to the company and said, can I swap it for a super king? And they said yes, and it's arrived. So that's great. So as you can see, the super king fits so much better in here. Obviously this is packaged up as well, so it won't be as bulky, and then you're gonna have the side tables either side. And then this is the ceiling rose I went for in here. It's hard for me to show you this up close. Let me zoom in slightly. I can't quite get to it because there's so many boxes. I think this is also stunning. I went for something a little bit more simple in here, like a simple border, but gorgeous. I also had a tiny little ceiling rose fitted in my dressing room. I have to say though, guys, this was actually meant to be for the downstairs toilet, so it is really small. It didn't fit in there though, so it's ended up in here. I don't know if it looks a bit funny, but I still think it looks kind of cute, so there we have it. Now, main bathroom update, guys. I am so happy with this floor. I absolutely love it. I'm not happy with the fact that there's plaster all over it though. That's really not too cute, and I did ask people to cover it, so yeah, anyway, yeah, I just think this looks fabulous. Like, look at the tiles on the wall. It's really dark in here because obviously the lighting is not done yet, but I'm really happy with how this is coming together, and the cornice is in here as well. I don't know if I can walk in here. Well, let's just do it. Yeah, you can see that having like marble in the shower alcove that will come onto the front, like you can see it down the side, and it matches the marble that's on the floor. I just wanted all the alcoves in the shower to be more of a statement. And I think it looks really good. Yeah, I'm so happy with it. These tiles, by the way, I feel like a lot of you are going to ask, because a lot of people asked when I posted them on my homepage. They are from a company called Cornerstone. They sell them like this, like checkerboard style. I mean, they come grey and white, don't get me wrong, but you can buy this checkerboard look. The tiles on the wall in here are also Cornerstone as well. And also, this is exactly the same flooring as we're doing in the downstairs toilet, so I'm happy that I like it, because I feel like the downstairs loo gets used a lot, especially by guests and stuff. And yeah, I think it's really, really, really nice. The final update I have for you today is the fact that we have some grass. The lawn has been laid. Reese has been keeping very much on top of it. That has been his pride and joy of the last week or so. I feel like keeping grass alive is actually really tough. So he's got his work cut out with that one. He made me laugh the other day because he texted my dad, who plays golf, and Reese plays a bit of golf, my brother plays a bit of golf. And he texted my dad like, look, Pete, my dad's called Pete. He was like, look, Pete, our putting green is looking good. They are not turning the garden into a putting green, just to let you know. But it did make me laugh because it does look a bit like a putting green right now. Okay, so here is the garden update. Ignore any mud that you can see, and also ignore the fact the fence isn't painted. Mud is going to become flower beds, and the fences are all going to be painted the same colour. But look how much grass we have. I mean, this is going to take a lot to water and keep alive and cut and all the rest of it. But it's coming together quite nicely. And you know what's crazy about this garden is the fact that when I viewed the house, I actually felt the garden was really small. And it was one of my, like, there wasn't many cons with this house, to be honest. It ticked most of the boxes, but it was one of the cons. Not because, I mean, I don't honestly like love gardening, but I was thinking for the future, you know, like having children, and also from a resale point of view, people like gardens, especially if a house is slightly bigger and you're gonna have kids, like they want a garden basically. But actually it's so funny now, like lots of the plants have been taken out, the bushes and everything have been cut back. We've re-fenced the back of it and like done the whole thing. It actually feels like a really nice sized garden. Like it's not huge by any stretch of the imagination, but it's like a great size for someone like Reese and I who don't like love gardening, but we wanted an outdoor space. It's kind of perfect. You've got enough patio area to entertain. You've got your flower beds with all your like beautiful flowers in and things like that. You've got the grass to kind of run around on if that's what you want to do. You've got your barbecue area. It's just like the perfect size garden. And I now don't feel like it's small anymore, which is really weird actually, because I was so convinced the garden was tiny, but it's definitely not. Do you know one thing I love about Reese? I mean, there's many things I love about him, obviously. But one thing I really love is the fact that he's so patient. He's such like a patient guy. And I'm from a family that loses their head when things stress them out. And we're currently, well, I'm not even saying we, he is currently trying to get a fence sprayer to work. He has done like half the fence, I'll show you in a minute, but the other half is on a standstill because the fence sprayer isn't working, and he's been trying to fix it for 45 minutes. And he's just laughing, like he's just happy about it. Well, I'm from a family that would have gone ballistic. And I just thought about it now, and I just thought, you know what, how nice is that to not let things stress you out? I know he's a bit stressed, but like not like lose your head over it. I think it's just nice. So this is the fence sprayer in question. I have actually been on YouTube, so I'm eating something. I have been on YouTube, and there's lots of very mixed reviews about this. Lots of people saying it's really annoying, and we can vouch for the fact that it is really fucking annoying. As you can see, the fence over here has been sprayed, and then today Reese has sprayed all of this, and now he is currently here, and this is where the problem started. On that note, guys, I think I'm going to leave this vlog here. I hope so much you've enjoyed it. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching, and I will hopefully, fingers crossed, see you in my next one. Have a good week in the meantime. Love you guys. Bye.